What is up, guys? Lightning here, and I'm here with another video regarding The Walking Dead. This one is going to be me covering Lydia and Alpha. Also, I want to clear something up. If you hear any noise in the background, try your best to ignore it. It's not something I really can control right now. We're having like a freaking party right now. Alright, anyways, continuing on with the video. So, this video is going to be this video for The Walking Dead is going to be covering Lydia and Alpha being brought to life in the TV show of The Walking Dead, translated from the comics. So first we saw Lydia from the trailer, like we saw Michonne and Co. Heading back to Hilltop with a prisoner on a horse, and that prisoner is Lydia. Then we hear Lydia talking in the trailer. Then it cuts to her in a jail cell at Hilltop talking to Henry, saying, "You're more like us than them. You don't belong with these people." So that's what we've seen of Lydia so far, and that's probably all we're going to get, because that does seem like that's enough. Like, we've seen a lot of Lydia already, and we're going to be seeing her in episode 9 when the show returns on February 10th. So that's how we're going to see Lydia, and then Alpha is supposed to appear in episode 10. That episode's titled Omega. Now, it's possible we might hear her or see her at the end of episode 9, maybe capturing Luke and Alden, so she can trade them and get Lydia back in episode 10. So that's what I personally think will go down. But anyway, so Alpha is going to be seen in episode 10. We did see part of her in the trailer from the back with the bald head. And we've been getting all these teasers of her. First, the one of her making her mask and putting it on. Another one of her showing her entire body off with, like, with the, what's it called, the Ouroboros belt buckle, and then with a double-barrel shotgun on her side. So we have seen a lot of new teasers for Alpha. They have been advertising her a lot, which is what I like, because she is the leader of these new villains, and she is so savage, like, so brutal, more crazier, terrifying, and just messed up than any other villain we've seen. Much different from Negan and the Governor. So I've liked what they've been doing with the advertising for Alpha so far. Now, here's what I want to see happen with Lydia and Alpha specifically. Like, I think what's going to happen is in episode 10, they're going to do the hostage exchange. Alpha is going to trade Luke and Alden in exchange to get Lydia, her daughter, back. And then what I think is going to happen is Lydia is going to try to go and hug Alpha. Alpha is going to push her away and say, or wait, no, Lydia is going to go up to hug Alpha and say, "Mom, I'm sorry that I did blank, blank, blank," get cut off from Alpha, like pushing her aside and saying, "No, you call me Alpha like the rest." And then Lydia says, "Alright, Alpha." Because that's how it plays in the comics, and I hope, and not only do I hope, but it has to play that way in the TV show version, because that is very iconic and key to the characters of Alpha and Lydia. It shows how much, it shows kind of how miserable Lydia is with her mother and the Whisperers. Because she can't even call her own mother Mom. Like, that is so messed up. Like, Alpha has this mentality that no matter who is talking to her, they always have to refer to her as Alpha, and not as whatever her real name is, or in this case, Lydia can't call her Mom. And this not only shows how egotistical Alpha is, it shows how much of a terrible mother she is. Like, that is so messed up of Alpha, that she won't even let her own child call her Mom. Now, we don't know how long Alpha and the Whisperers have been existing. They could have been existing They could have been existing since All Out War. Like, we don't know how long they've been existing. We just know after like almost 8 years of the apocalypse that there's these that these crazy people wearing walker masks are whispering among herds of walkers, like just crazy people all together. And then we have their leader and her daughter having this weird relationship. I mean, Alpha it seems like she does care about the members of her group, sort of like a family, but she doesn't really have any kind of relationship with them. Like, not a family kind of relationship where there's love, compassion, all of that. It's just sort of like, alright, you go and doing your own thing, and if you get in trouble, I will come and get you. I will rescue you, personally. I mean, I don't know if she does that with any other Whisperers, but she does it with Lydia, because I guess she does sort of care about Lydia. She just doesn't show it. She's like, no, you call me Alpha, you don't call me Mom. So that's kind of the mentality that you see with Alpha, and from like what I've said about Lydia and Alpha, you can probably guess that their relationship is going to be pretty dysfunctional. Like, Lydia is probably going to be really upset that her own mother, like, sort of doesn't want to be her mother, or that her mother Alpha doesn't really want to be her mother. Just wants to make sure that she's all right, but's not going to have any kind of relationship with her. That is like a new type of savagery and all kinds of messed up that's going through Alpha's head. I mean, they're kind of already messed up if they're skinning walkers and putting it on their face, putting walker skin on their face. Like, they already don't have rational minds if they're doing that. And anyways, regardless, I'm excited to see how Alpha and Lydia, their relationship happens in the Walking Dead TV show, because it was so iconic in the comics, and you felt bad for Lydia, because whenever she went to hug Alpha, Alpha was like, no, like, no, you call me Alpha, you don't call me Mom. Like, you just feel bad for Lydia, like, geez, your own mother, like, doesn't even, like the relationship is so dysfunctional, but it's so iconic, and I can't wait to see it when The Walking Dead returns. Just like 3 weeks left to go, and we are there. Like, come on! The Walking Dead can't return fast enough. We want to see it. We want to see our Alpha. Beta, and Lydia. We want to see them come to life. That's what we want to see. And especially the mother-daughter relationship they have going. And one more thing. If you were to take the pictures of Samantha Morton and Cassady McClincy, Samantha Morton is going to be playing Alpha, Cassady McClincy is going to be playing Lydia. If you put their pictures side by side, they do kind of look similar in the facial features. So the whole mother-daughter thing absolutely works with them, because they both look similar. The actors are not related in any way, but they both have similar facial features, and it works. So that normally doesn't happen. Now I don't usually bash shows that can't do that, because that's not possible. If any show somehow manages to get like a parent-child relationship going in their show, they always can't find two actors with the same facial features. That's just something that's not realistic, especially in the world of acting. Whereas when you have these two and right here, Morton and McClincy, that is just some luck, and that's just something that makes it a little more interesting. You have two actors that look exactly the same, so the mother-daughter thing works. Alright, but anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video of The Walking Dead, and I will see you guys next time for the next video on The Walking Dead. Alright, anyway, guys, like T75 or LT75 here, signing off. I will see you for the next video of The Walking Dead. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.